There's a stranger in the mirror tonight. She has my eyes, she has my hair, but I don't know her name anymore. I don't know how she got there. I used to recognize her face. I used to know what she'd say. Now she only stares back quietly and waits for me to look away. And I don't know how to find her, the girl I used to be, before I lost her in the silence between everyone else's voice and me. Who am I now? A face without a name. Who am I now? A song no one remembers how to sing. Find me, find her, find the one who knew how to be soft in the dark. Who am I now? The mirror doesn't answer, but tonight I stay. There's a photograph I keep from a summer I can't quite recall. A girl with daisies in her hands. She looks like she belonged to it all. She doesn't whisper her name as a question. She doesn't whisper to walls at night. She still believes the dawn is gentle. She still remembers how to feel light. And I wanna find her, the girl with the daisy crown, before the world got loud and quietly turned her down. Just as you were, just as you are. Who am I now? A face that's coming home. Who am I now? A song the dawn remembers how to sing. Find me, find her, find the one who always was, beneath the noise, beneath the storm. Who am I now? The mirror starts to answer, and tonight I stay. Who am I now? Who am I now? Who am I now? They asked me how I was today. I gave them what they wanted to hear. I'm fine, 2 syllables, a quiet lie I've been rehearsing all year. The mirror knows I'm running on empty. The kitchen light knows I don't sleep. but the world keeps asking the question whose answer it can't keep. And tonight, I'm tired of the lie. Tonight I let it die. I am not fine, I am not fine, and that's the truest thing I've said in a long, long time. I am not fine, I am not fine. Don't fix me, don't save me, just let me be honest tonight. I smiled in a meeting at 10 a.m., cried in the parking lot at 6, drove home with the radio off, 'cause silence is the only voice that doesn't ask me to perform. I poured a glass I didn't drink, stared at the ceiling, didn't blink, counted the days I held it in and lost count somewhere in between. And tonight, I'm done being strong for everyone all alone. I am not fine, I am not fine, and that's the truest thing I've said in a long, long time. I am not fine, I am not fine. Don't fix me, don't save me, just let me be honest tonight. I'm not asking you to hold me, I'm just asking for one moment where I don't have to say okay. I've been okay through funerals, okay through goodbyes, okay through every quiet night. I cried into my eyes, so if you ask me one more time, just know I might not lie. I am not fine, I am not fine, and God, it feels like breathing for the very first time. I am not fine, I am not fine. Don't fix me, don't save me, just sit here while I cry. I keep my pieces in a place no one looks, hush behind the smile, the small talk, the books. You ask me how I am, I breathe, I'm good, you. And God, I almost mean it, the way I get through. I've been quietly drowning in my own kitchen sink, folding the laundry while I forget how to think. Nobody hands you a whisper for this kind of pain, so you swallow it down every night in the rain. And the shower runs high, and I sit on the floor, and I'm not sure if I'm crying or just there anymore. Hold it together, baby, hold it together. But what if together is the thing that's tearing you up? 'Cause I'm bleeding in silence, where the porch light don't reach. Yeah, I'm bleeding in silence, with a smile they believe in. I can't say it out. Quiet as a Sunday, loud as a gun. Nobody hears it, nobody comes. Hold it together, baby, hold it together. But who holds you when you're bleeding tonight? There's a version of me that I posted last week, looks just like the girl that you take out to eat. Got the soft kind of laugh, got the soft kind of hair, got a wound underneath that you wouldn't dare share. I patched my own bruises, I lit my own match. I learned all the lines that the quiet girls attach, but some is a kid in the dark, just trying to stay alive. And the shower runs hot, and I sit on the floor, and the drain takes the day, but it don't take no more. Hold it together, baby, hold it together. But what if together is the thing that's tearing you up? 'Cause I'm bleeding in silence, where the porch light don't reach. Yeah, I'm bleeding in silence, with a smile they believe in. I can't say it out. Quiet as a Sunday, loud as a gun. Nobody hears it, nobody comes. Hold it together, baby, hold it together. But who holds you when you're bleeding Maybe healing don't look like the movies. Maybe healing looks like a girl on a tile floor, shaking. Maybe brave is just brushing your teeth at 2 a.m. and whispering okay to the mirror again. Maybe somebody somewhere is feeling this too. Maybe I'm not the only quiet wound on this avenue. And if you're out there bleeding where no one can see, stay. Just stay, that's enough, that's the whole thing, breathe. So I'm bleeding in silence, but I'm not letting go. And the porch light don't reach me, but I'm learning to glow. And I can't say it out. Quiet as a Sunday, soft as the dawn. Tomorrow's not promised, but here I am on. Hold it together, baby, hold it together. And who holds me? I do. I'm still here tonight. Still here. Quiet as a Sunday. Still here. Being in silence, but still. I looked into the mirror tonight, and it didn't have my name. Just a tired face, just a tired light, and the silence stayed the same. The questions I have been carrying are heavier than the dawn. But somewhere between 3 and morning, I stopped needing to be strong. You don't have to know, you don't have to be sure. Just breathe one more time and stay 1 minute more. Still here, still here. The mirror doesn't answer, but I'm still here. Still here, still here. The night doesn't end, but I'm still here. 7 months of pretending fine, 7 months of holding on, and no one saw the weight I carried through every quiet dawn. But tonight I laid down a moment, just the smallest, softest part, and the silence didn't break me, and the morning didn't start. There were nights I almost left, there were days I disappeared, but somehow I am still standing. that is everything. You don't need an answer. You don't need a plan. You don't need to be ready. Just be where you are. Still here, just for tonight. That's all I need to be. Just for tonight. Still here. Open up your hand. Open up your hand. The air comes back. The air comes back. Open up your hand and let the morning in. The air comes back to the room you live in. Your coat still hangs by the door like it's holding a shape, and I saved your number under a name I never called. There's a chair at my table that learned the weight of you, and a side of the bed that the warmth never came back to at all. So I loosen one finger, then I loosen one more. The thing I gripped so long, it grew into my palm. The air comes back. The air comes back. A hand can only carry what it's willing to set down. So I open it slow, so I open it wide. The air comes back. The air comes back to me. Played your voice one final time, a message you forgot, where you laughed about a small thing, where you sounded like before. And I did not press save again, I let it fade to nothing. The way a tide takes back the line, it drew across the shore. I thought that holding on was love, I wore it like a vow, but a fist around a feeling is a fist that cannot hold the next good morning, the next thing I could carry. There's no open palm left over when it's busy holding you. The air comes back. The air comes back. A hand can only carry what it's willing to set down. And it's lighter than I feared, and it's lighter than I knew. The air comes back. The air comes back to me. I am not saying you meant nothing. I am saying I cannot keep breathing with both hands full. I am not closing the door on the love, I am closing the door on the holding and the toxic love slipped off in the cold. A hand can only carry what it's brave enough to leave. And the love I finally loosened gave me room enough to breathe. I'm letting you go and I'm staying right here. And the breath I had been holding finds its way back slow and clear. Open hand, open window, open the long-held breath. And look, my hands are empty now, and full of nothing but the air. Letting you go is letting me breathe. I set it down and I breathe. I counted the years I thought I lost. The number came back different. I did not know it was working. Nobody in that room was gonna tell me. Nothing in those years looked like progress. Just the same cold hour arriving early, and me getting up to meet it. And all that time under a floor I could not see, something was setting like a stone. I did not know it was working. Nobody saw me get this strong. The worst of it was the setting. I came out holding something I can use. I did not know it was working. They tell me now that I seem different. They mean the part that does not flinch. I did not add it on this year. It was down there the whole time, setting. And all that time under a floor I could not see, something was setting like stone. I did not know it was working. Nobody saw me get this strong. The worst of it was the setting. I came out holding something I can use. I did not know it was working. If you are down there now, you cannot tell. It only feels like time you are losing. Keep going. You will read the number later. I did not know it was working. Nobody saw me get this strong. The worst of it was the setting. I earned this heart in the dark. I did not know it was working. Nobody handed it to me, and nobody watched. I earned this heart in the dark. I am the one. voices. I hold the only key. I can turn the whole thing over any hour I want to start. Nobody walks these steps for me, and that has made me strong. I spent so long asking permission from a world that never knew my name, waiting on a yes that wasn't coming, making someone else my blame. But the morning doesn't need their signature, and neither anymore do I. I'm the author of my own next yes. I'm the reason, not the why. So I lift my own head up, I sign my own release. Whatever I become from here, it started when I chose to choose. I am the one who calls it. This life answers to me. Not the fear, not the room, not the voices. I hold the only key. I can turn the whole thing over any hour I wanna start. Nobody walks these steps for me, and that has made me strong. And if I got it wrong 100 times, well, I'm allowed to get it new. I am not the version that they wrote down. I am whoever I decide is true. There's a power in me they can't vote on, a yes that only I can give. I stopped waiting for a braver day to come. I just began to live. Quiet now, hand on my own chest. I am the one who stayed. Every door I thought was locked for good, I was always meant to make. So I make it. So I make it. I am the one who calls it. This life answers to me. Not the fear, not the room, not the voices. I am exactly who I'll be. I can turn the whole thing over, and tonight I think I will. Nobody chooses for me now. I'm the one who holds the Mine to start, mine to change. I answer to me. You can stop now. You can stop now. Nobody's grading the way you breathe. You can stop now. I had a face for every room, said I'm fine so easily. It stopped needing a reason, learned to laugh a half beat early. So nobody thought to ask. I could do the whole night tired and nobody ever noticed. That's the part I'm not proud of. So I stopped just to see what the quiet would do. And nobody left. Nobody left. I took good one off my face, and the room stayed full. Nobody left. Turns out the ones who mean it were waiting on the tired one the whole time. I thought I was the price of admission. I thought the smile was rent. Half my life auditioning for a part I already had. Nobody wanted the polished one, and nobody left. Nobody left. I took the whole performance off, and the room stayed full. Nobody left. Turns out the ones who mean it were reaching for the quiet one the whole time. Somebody put a hand between my shoulders and didn't say a word about it. Somebody watched me not perform and stayed for the rest of the night. Nobody handed me a face. I had it backwards all along. I thought the mask was what they came for. I thought if I took it off, the room would empty out like a held breath. I was so sure the love was for the costume. Go on, look at me now. No trick, no shine, no good side. Still here, and so are you. Nobody left. Nobody left. I wasn't broken, I was covered. There's a difference. I got found, not fixed. And the ones who mean it knew the quiet one the whole time. You can stop now. You can stop now. Found, not fixed. Nobody left. Don't put it down, don't put it down, not yet. Hold the line, one more breath, one more breath. I know the way you carry has no name. I know you smile so no one sees the strain. You counted every reason to let go, but something in you stayed and stayed and stayed. And right when it feels like the end of the road, right when your hands are too tired to hold, this is the part where the dark starts turning to gold. This is the part where the story you're in gets retold. So keep holding on, keep holding on, a little more than you think you can. This is the part where it all begins again. You think you're falling, but you're breaking through. The ground gives way to make a way for you. Every quiet morning that you stayed alive was you already winning all this time. And right when you whisper, I can't anymore, that's the exact moment the light finds the door. This is the part where the dark starts turning to gold. What kept you alive? Look up, the colors coming back to the sky. This is the part where the dark turns all the way to gold. This is the part where everything you prayed for takes hold. So keep holding on, keep holding on. You made it further than you planned. This is the part where it gets better, and it does, it does. This is the part where it gets better. Stay, the morning's almost here. Don't pull apart the heart that's holding you. Don't pull apart the only home you knew. The morning always finds a way to rise, even on the nights you closed your eyes. Inside your chest a quiet light still turns, a steady, stubborn ember. No storm burns. And if the doubt has told you you're too small, hear what the dawn keeps whispering through it all. You are more than the voice that said you'll break. You are bigger than the fear and braver than you ache. Where you stand is where you bloom. No one chose that ground but you. Floods can rise and flames can come. You will still be standing through. You measured all your worth against a wall that only ever showed you when you'd fall. But look how far the quiet you has come. Still breathing, still beginning, still not done. And when the night insists you've got no more, that's when the strength you forgot walks through the door. You are more than the voice that said you'll break. You are bigger than the fear and braver than you ache. Where you stand is where you bloom. No one chose that ground but you. Floods can rise and flames can come. You will still be standing If you can feel your heart still keeping time, then nothing in this dark has won tonight. The flood that came was never strong enough. The fire only proved how much you'd climb. So lift your face, the colors coming home. You're stronger than you know. You're not alone. You are more Low light, empty road, miles of nothing and me all alone. Still I won't back down. They handed me a reason to quietly disappear. Said the road only breaks the ones who stay. And I'll be honest, for a night I almost let it. Set my hands on the wheel and forgot how to pray. So let it come, every wave you've been saving for me. And I won't back down, not for the weight, not for the whole sky falling down. I was cut from a stone that the years couldn't wear away. Take your best, I'll still be standing. I won't back down. I have knelt in the hour where the hopeless ones go still. Made a list of every way to let it end. But the sun kept climbing over me like it owed me. And a light I never lit began to spread. So let it come, there's a fire in me you'll never reach. And I won't back down, not for the weight, not for the whole sky falling down. I was cut from a stone that the years couldn't wear away. Take your best, I'll still be standing. I won't back down. Not harder, not louder, just ungrowing small. I'll meet you in the open with nothing at all. Take the ground from beneath me, take the last of the day. I am the one flame the dark never carried away. And I won't back down, not for the fear, not for the whole sky falling down. I was cut from a stone that the years couldn't wear away. I gave it all, I'm still standing. I won't back First light, open road, every step from here I walk on my own. And I won't back down. Wake up, the light is new. Nobody wrote the ending, that part's up to you. So put your feet on the floor. I spent a long time counting all the doors that had closed, wearing the years like a coat that was too heavy to hold. And the quiet little voice kept saying maybe I'd missed it, maybe the good was already spent, already sold. Then a morning cracked the gray, And I felt the old fire turn its head my way. And it's never too late, not for the dreamer, not for the one who lost their way. There's a door with your name on it. Go on, walk through, 'cause the story's still writing, and the pen's in you. So I'm done saying someday like it lives on a far distant shore. I have carried this longing too long to leave it locked in the drawer. And the sky doesn't care how many springs I let slip through my fingers. It just keeps handing me one more and one more and one more. So let the morning crack the grave, let the old fire turn its head my way. And it's never too late, not for the tired, not for the one who lost their way. There's a door with your name on it. Go on, walk through, 'cause the story's still writing, and the pen's in you. Every step I still have is a map of the heart. Let the past close its book, let the morning break wide. Wherever I go from here, I go on the rising tide. And it's never too late, not for the broken, not for the one who lost their way. There's a door with your name on it. Go on, walk through, the story's still writing, and the pen's in you. Wake up, the light is new. Every step from here, I'm walking toward the truth, and it's never too late. Some nights asked me questions I couldn't answer. Some nights took everything I had just to get through. But the sun is up, and I'm still standing in it. And the bruises, they turned gold. The doubt knew where I lived. It knocked on every wall. It kept a running list of all the ways that I could fall. But I kept a list of mornings, and my list is longer now. Every sunrise left a little gold across my tired brow. Every weight I carried quiet, every tear I never spent, they became the ground I stand on. Every crack a monument. Hold on, it's coming. The light is climbing off the water. Here comes the dawn. Unbreakable by dawn, I bent but I held on. The dark spent all it had on me, and look, the dark is gone. Every crack across my heart, the morning filled with gold, because the night didn't win. The night didn't win. No, the night didn't win. I'm done folding myself in half so the dark can feel tall. I've been lonely in a room of people, nothing much at all. And somewhere between midnight and the first bird on the wire, I stopped saying sorry for the weather I survived. Unbreakable by dawn, Hey, if last night was one of those nights, then hear this. Getting here was not nothing, it was everything. Now, say it with me. The night didn't win. The night didn't win. The night didn't win. The night didn't win. Even on the nights I lost my grip, the dawn held on. Even with my hands full of nothing, morning made them gold. Unbreakable by dawn, I bent but I held on. The dark spent all it had on me, and look, the dark is gone. Every crack across my heart, the morning filled with gold, because the night didn't win. The night didn't win. Unbreakable by dawn, say it soft and say it strong. The morning's mine, the morning's mine. It's been mine all along. I bent all the way down, but I did not break, because the night didn't win. The night didn't win. Whatever today brings, whatever tries again tonight, the morning already named me unbreakable. Whatever tries again tonight, morning knows what I am. Unbreakable by